Hello, welcome to the video. My name's Emily and this is Peak Knits, and this video is going to be a month of knitting. I really like watching the what I knit in a week videos, but if that was me that wouldn't be very interesting. So a month is definitely more reasonable for me to actually get some things finished. So the things I'm going to make were mostly on my previous video, my autumn plans, so I'll quickly run through them. The first thing I'm going to make is a set of pumpkins. I've got the yarn for it now from my local hand dyer. These really gorgeous colours for my sister-in-law. I am tempted to cast something else on first, but I hate last minute gift knitting. I've done that enough times. I'm trying to get better at not being so last minute, so I think I'm going to get these done first. And when I picked up this yarn, she also included this really cute stitch marker. It's a little witch's hat, which is really sweet. So that'll be nice to do that and get a bit Halloweeny with it, even though it's a little bit early. And then the next thing I'm going to make is this hat, the Lighthouse hat. Lots of hand-dyed yarn from the same dyer in this month. The third thing I'm going to try and get done within the month is my Stella quilt cushion by Laura Penrose, and all this British wool that I've got in different colours. For some reason, when I do smaller projects, I have a lot less motivation. Even though they knit up a bit quicker, I just get really excited about doing big things. So I hope that by putting all of this into 1 month as a little challenge, I'll get done what, because I do really want to do these things. I just never seem to get around to it. So I'm looking forward to getting those done. So I think I can get those 3 things done, I think. If I happen to, I don't know, be really, really quick this month, I don't think so. But if I have a bit more spare time, I've also got this more lovely hand-dyed yarn, this sock yarn. So if I get time, I would love to start the socks as well. But we'll see. So join me for this month. Today is the, oh, what day is it? I don't know. I'll put it on the screen and I will do exactly 1 month and then see how far we get. Okay, so here I am, like a bit of a crazy knitting lady, I think, about to weigh my knitting, because I'm making this hat and it's double folded, so I'll be doing everything twice. This is going to be the top, and then I'll go all the way down to the hem, do the hem twice, and do all this again. And I'm holding it double, and I thought I had loads of yarn, but as I'm knitting it up, it's disappearing really quickly, and I mean, I think there's no way. I'm going to find out for sure now. It's my daughter in the background. Also, I don't know if I'm that happy with the like texture of the fabric. It's a bit thicker than I had hoped for. I kind of wanted a bit more drapey, gapey, and actually by holding it double, it's really turning out quite stiff. And I think for a double hat, it's going to be like too warm for what I'm looking for. So we'll see. I don't know how much the needles are going to add to it, but let's see. Let's weigh it and see how far off I am. Okay. 39 grams, including needles and stitch marker, versus 71 grams. I'm not nearly halfway yet, so that only gives me another 15 grams. I wonder if I should knit another 15 grams and see how far I get and if that will work. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I've thought about it. I'm definitely going to knit another 15 grams and measure because I think I might have enough. And then I also realised, because it's a double up beanie, the inside will not be seen. So if I do run out, I could use a substitute yarn for the last bit and it wouldn't really matter. So I think I'm going to keep going. Okay, so I've got, I think it's the 11th of October, so I've got about just a bit over a week left of my month of knitting. I'm still on the hat at the minute. I've not been I haven't had loads of knitting time this month, so I don't think I'm going to finish the cushion, but that's okay, that's fine, that's how it is. So the hat is going okay. I did run out of, well, I definitely would have run out of yarn. I decided to substitute for a bit of it, so I've got this weird white stripe here which you won't see, and I'm just decreasing. I'm a bit worried it's all a bit small. I have a bad tendency with hats to, I always think they look really big when I'm knitting them, so I shorten them by a couple of centimetres, and then they end up too small inevitably, but we'll see how it's gonna end up. I've not been able to try it on really either. It's a bit difficult with the lining, but I should finish this evening, which is exciting. I've only got that much left, so I am working on the decreases. I'm kind of just going to get as far as I can, knit as much as possible, and leave enough to weave this bit in at the end. Yeah, should finish this tonight and then get started on the cushion tomorrow. Okay, I thought I'd do a little update. It's the 16th of October, so I've got, I don't know, about a week to go, a bit less. I finished my hat, and in the end, I think it's worked out really well. If I turn it inside out, you can see the merino I swapped for that bit, just to make sure I had enough. I had no spare yarn at the end. I used pretty much all of it, which is quite nice. And actually, all my worries about it being too thick, if I put it on fabric, it kind of is thick, but because it's such lovely yarn and it's sort of so fluffy and light, it doesn't feel heavy on my head, and it's such a nice fit. And I made it a tiny bit shorter and I was really worried, but actually the blocking lengthened it and it's perfect and I love it, and I really love the colour. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, so I'm so happy with this. I thought it wasn't going to turn out as nicely as it did, so really pleased with that. And because I finished this, I've started on the Stella quilt cushion, which is going so slowly. I think mostly to do with the yarn. I'm using this British wool my grandma gave me, and it's really rough and scratchy. I mean, it's nice, it's super woolly, but it's really hard, and I'm not used to knitting on long metal needles. I only discovered circular needles a couple of years ago, but I use them most of the time. So I don't know if it's the metal needle or the length or I think it's the yarn that's making it so tricky, but it's definitely slowing me down. I've also been really busy with work and life this week, so I've hardly had the chance to do more than a few rows at a time. It's growing slowly. When I first looked at the pattern, I thought it was really intimidating. I had to concentrate for a while on it, but now I've started, it's so clever, and I just loved this first square. The fact that I made a square and started at the corner, I just think is really cool. I think, like, as a knitter, at least looking at it, I love the way it looks and that it's a bit unusual, and the way you pick up differently for all of them, and you use short rows to attach them, so I love that there's no sewing. Yeah, so now I'm into it. I'm really enjoying the pattern, but not so much the yarn. It's also hurting my fingers a bit when I do it because it's so stiff, so I don't know if I might put this on the back burner. I don't think I can sit and knit this for hours. I think I have to do it a little bit at a time, so we'll see how it goes. I thought I'd get about a square done every day, but I'm not even getting a half done every day, so yeah, definitely don't think I'm going to finish this, but you never know, over the next week. So that's what it looks like at the moment. So this is the last day of the month, so this is going to be my roundup video. This is as far as I've got on the Stella quilt cushion. So I've done the first row and started the next. I actually worked out, because I got this yarn from my grandma, the first square and a half are made with this really coarse wool, and then when I went to the next ball, it's much softer, totally different yarn, which I did not realise. So this square feels really different. Thankfully the colour match is really good, but this one's a bit smaller as well, so hopefully it'll be okay and it'll not be too noticeable. It's going to be a mega cushion when it's finished. My gauge is definitely off, but that's okay, because I'm going to order a different size insert for it, so that'll be fine. It's not been a super knitting month. I've been really busy with work and stuff, and life happens, and knitting is supposed to be slow, so that's kind of what I'm taking from this month. It's okay. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to finish loads of stuff. Apart from Christmas, I never like to give myself major deadlines. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Bye!